Went down to the station not many days ago. Did something I'll never do again. Got down on my knees and delivered up the keys to Frank and his brother Jesse James. Poor Jesse, goodbye Jesse. Farewell Jesse James. Robert Ford, he caught his eye and he shot him on the sly. And they laid poor Jesse down to die. Robert Ford, he caught his eye and he shot him on the sly. The people, they said he is brave, but he ate Jesse's bread and he slept in Jesse's bed. Yet he laid poor Jesse in his grave. All the people in the West, when they heard of Jesse's death, they wondered how he came to die. It was Ford's pistol ball brought him tumbling from the wall, and it laid poor Jesse in his grave. Poor Jesse, goodbye Jesse. Farewell Jesse James. Robert Ford, he caught his eye and he shot him on the sly, and it laid poor Jesse down to die. Oh, Jesse leaves a wife, she's a mourner all her life, and the children, they were brave. But that dirty little coward, he shot Mr. Howard, and he laid poor Jesse in his grave. Oh, Jesse goes to rest with his hand on his breast, and the devil will be upon his knees. He was born one day in the county of Clay, and he came from a great, great race. Oh, Jesse was a man and a friend to the poor, and little did he suffer man's pain. But with his brother Frank, he robbed a Chicago bank, and he stopped the Glendale train. Poor Jesse, goodbye Jesse. Farewell Jesse James. Robert Ford, he caught his eye and he shot him on the sly, and he laid poor Jesse down to die. Yonder comes a pretty little girl, I'll tell you how I know. Her head is full of pretty little curls hanging down so low. Go to Italy for long, go to Italy for long, go to Italy for long, see that gal of mine. Fingering, fingering, shine like glittering gold. Going down to see my true love before she gets too old. I'm going to Italy for long, going to Italy for long, going to Italy for long, I see that gal of mine. I asked that girl to marry me. What do you reckon she said? Said she wouldn't marry me for the rest is dead. I'm going to Italy for long, going to Italy for long, going to Italy for long, see that gal of mine. I was scared we was all a-gwine to freeze to death, and during that last cold spell, had nothing but a load of green pine poles that wouldn't burn at all. I'm gonna Italy for long, gonna Italy for long, gonna Italy for long. I see that gal of mine. There was a little ship that sailed upon the sea, and the name of the ship was the Merry Golden Tree. As it sailed on the lonesome lowlands low, as it sailed on the lonesome sea. There was another ship that sailed upon the sea, and the name that they gave it was the Merry Turkey. As it sailed on the lonesome lowlands low, as it sailed on the lonesome sea. There was a little boy that run amongst the men, who said, Captain, Captain, what will you give me then if I sink it in the lonesome lowlands low, if I sink it in the lonesome sea? Well, there will be money, and there will be a fee. Besides my loving daughter, I will marry unto thee, if you'll sink it in the lonesome lowlands low, if you sink it in the lonesome sea. So he smoothed his breast, and off swam he, and he swam till he come to the Merry Turkey. As it sailed on the lonesome lowlands low, as it sailed on the lonesome sea. And it had a little auger, all fitted for the use, and he bored 9 holes in its old hull at once, and he sank it in the lonesome lowlands low, and he sank it in the lonesome sea. Then he smoothed his breast, and back swam he, and he swam till he come to the Merry Golden Tree. As it sailed on the lonesome lowlands low, as it sailed on the lonesome sea. And he said, Captain, Captain, let me on board, or you'll not be as good as you told me you would, if I'd sink it in the lonesome lowlands low, if I'd sink it in the lonesome sea. Well, there'll be no money, and there'll be no fee, nor my loving daughter will I marry unto thee. Oh, you sank it in the lonesome lowlands low, oh, you sank it in the lonesome sea. Swear not for the love that I have for your men, I would do unto you as I did unto them. I would sink you in the lonesome lowlands low, I would sink you in the lonesome sea. Then he smote his breast, and down sank he, singing fare you well to the Merry Golden Tree. As it sails on the lonesome lowlands low, as it sailed on the lonesome sea. I'll pitch my tent on this campground, I pray old Satan's kingdom down, just like a tree that's planted by the waters. I shall not be moved, I shall not be moved. I shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted by the waters. I shall not be moved. If you get there before I do, tell my friends I'm coming too, just like a tree that's planted by the water. I shall not be moved. I shall not be moved. I shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted by the water. I shall not be moved. I went down in the valley to pray. My soul got happy and I stayed all day, just like a tree that's planted by the waters. I shall not be moved. I shall not be moved. I shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted by the waters. I shall not be moved. I'm a-going up to the mountain top. The Lord's a-gonna preach and the church a-gonna rock, just like a tree that's planted by the waters. I shall not be moved. I shall not be moved. I shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted by the waters. I shall not be moved. As I went out to Derby, all on a market day, I met the biggest ram, sir, that was ever fed on hay. And he rambled, and he rambled, and he rambled till the butchers cut him down. He had 4 feet to walk, sir. He had 4 feet to stand. And every one of his 4 feet, they covered an acre of land. And he rambled, and he rambled, and he rambled till the butchers cut him down. This old ram had horns, sir, that reached up to the moon. A man went up in January and he didn't get back till June. And he rambled, and he rambled, and he rambled till the butchers cut him down. The wool on this ram's back, sir, it reached up to the sky. And the eagles built their nest there, for I heard the young ones cry. And he rambled, and he rambled, and he rambled till the butchers cut him down. The butcher that killed this ram, sir, was drowned in the blood. The little boy that held the bull was washed away in the flood. And he rambled, and he rambled, and he rambled till the butchers cut him down. And he rambled, and he rambled, and he rambled till the butchers cut him down. Was an old man in the north country, bow down, bow down. Was an old man in the north country, bow down and balance me. Was an old man in the north country, he had daughters 1, 2, 3. I'll be true to you, my love, if you'll be true to me. He bought the youngest a silken hat, bow down, bow down. He bought the youngest a silken hat, bow down and balance me. Bought the youngest a silken hat, the eldest daughter couldn't stand that. I'll be true to you, my love, if you'll be true to me. They walked down by the water's brim, bow down, bow down. They walked down by the water's brim, bow down and balance me. They walked down by the water's brim, the eldest pushed the youngest in. I'll be true to you, my love, you'll be true to me. She floated down to the miller's dam, bow down, bow down. She floated down to the miller's dam, bow down and balance me. She floated down to the miller's dam, the miller pulled her to dry land. I'll be true to you, my love, if you'll be true to me. From her hand he took 5 rings, bow down. From her hand he took 5 rings, bow down and balanced me. From her hand he took 5 rings and then he pushed her in again. I'll be true to you, my love, if you'll be true to me. They hung the miller on the gallows high, bow down. They hung the miller on the gallows high, bow down and balanced me. They hung the miller on the gallows high, the eldest daughter hung close by. I'll be true to you, my love, if you'll be true to me. Was an old man who made his will, and all he had was a little old mill. He called up his eldest son, says, son, oh son, my race is run. If you the miller I should make, then tell me the toll you intend for to take. Sing fodder-licky-day, sing fodder-licky-day. Dad, you know you call me Heck, from each bushel I'll take a peck. If I'm the miller that you should make, then that is the toll I intend for to take. Sing fodder-licky-day, sing fodder-licky-day. He then called up his second son, says, son, oh son, my race is run. If you the miller I should make, tell me the toll you intend for to take. Sing fodder-licky-day, sing fodder-licky-day. Dad, you know you call me Alf, from each bushel I'll take a half. If I'm the miller that you should make, then that is the toll I intend for to take. Sing fodder-licky-day, sing fodder-licky-day. He then called up his youngest son, says, son, oh son, my race is run. If you the miller I should make, then tell me the toll you intend for to take. Sing fodder-licky-day, sing fodder-licky-day. Dad, you know I'm a darling boy, taking toll is all my joy. It please you both to call me Jack, I'll steal the corn and swear to the sack. Sing fodder-licky-day, sing fodder-licky-day. The old man closed his eyes and died. The old woman shouted hallelujah and cried, sing fodder-licky-day, sing fodder-licky-day. The roads are muddy, muddy, the hills are rough and steep. I'm gonna see my darling before I go to sleep at sundown. Sundown, the sun is nearly down. I'm gonna see my darling before the sun goes down. Come, my little darling, what makes you treat me so? I'm gonna wait and leave you, ain't coming back no more at sundown. At sundown, the sun is nearly down. I'm gonna see my darling before the sun goes down. When you see me coming, she'll hoist the window high. When she see me leaving, she'll hang her head and cry at sundown. At sundown, the sun is nearly down. I'm gonna see my darling before the sun goes down. Come, my little darling, look me in the face. I'll buy you a yard of ribbon and tie it around your waist at sundown. The sundown, the sun is nearly down. Gonna see my darling before the sun goes down. Come, my little darling, what makes you treat me so? I'm gonna wait to leave you, ain't coming back no more at sundown. At sundown, the sun is nearly down. Gonna see my darling before the sun goes down. Fly around my blue-eyed girl, fly around my daisy. Fly around my blue-eyed girl, you done run me crazy. It's every day and Sunday to hang my head and cry. I'm thinking about my blue-eyed girl, surely I will die. She took me by the little white hand, she led me to the door. Various words she said to me, you can't come no more. How old are you, my pretty little miss? How old are you, my honey? She looked at me with a smiling look, be 16 next Sunday. Will you marry me, my pretty little miss? Will you marry me, my honey? She looked at me with a smiling look, marry you some Sunday. If I had no horse at all, I'd be found crawling up and down the rocky branch, looking for my darling. Then fly around my blue-eyed girl, fly around my honey, oh, fly around my blue-eyed girl, I'll marry you some Sunday. Blackjack Davy come a-riding through the woods. He sang so loud and merrily, his voice rang out on a green grass leaf, and he charmed the heart of a lady. He charmed the heart of a lady. will you come and go with me? Come go with me, my honey. We'll go away to the deep blue sea you'll never want for money. You'll never want for money. Well, she put on her Sunday shoes, all made of Spanish leather, and he put on his old cork boots, and they both rode off together. And they both rode off together. The landlord come a-riding in, inquiring for his lady. Well, one of his maids then said to him, she's gone with Blackjack Davy. She's gone with Blackjack Davy. Then bridle and saddle my old gray mare, and hand me down my derby, and I'll ride east and I'll ride west till I overtake my lady, till I overtake my lady. Well, he rode east and he rode west, he rode to the deep blue sea, and there he found with tears in his eyes, yeah, there he found his lady. There he found his lady. Will you forsake your house and home, your husband and your baby? Will you forsake all else on earth and go with Blackjack Davy? And go with Blackjack Davy. Last night I slept in a warm feather bed between my husband and baby. I'll sleep tonight on the cold, cold ground beside the Blackjack Davy, beside the Blackjack Davy. Heart is broken, I'm in sorrow, weeping for the one I love. I know I never more shall see him till we meet in heaven above. Then bury me beneath the willow, under the weeping willow tree. And when he knows where I am sleeping, then perhaps he'll weep for me. They told me that he did not love me. How could I believe it true? Until an angel whispered softly, he will prove untrue to you. Then bury me beneath the willow, under the weeping willow tree. And when he knows where I am sleeping, then perhaps he'll weep for me. Tomorrow was our wedding day, but God only knows where he's gone. He went his way to love another and has left me here alone. Then bury me beneath the willow, under the weeping willow tree. And when he knows where I am sleeping, then perhaps he'll weep for me. Place on my grave a snow white lily, for to prove my love for him. and tell him that I died to save him. No, his love I could not win. Then bury me beneath the willow, under the weeping willow tree. And when he knows where I am sleeping, then perhaps he'll weep for me. My father's gone, swing low. He's gone to glory, swing low. Angels took him, swing low, chariot, swing low. Swing low in the east, swing low. Swing low in the west, swing low. Swing all around you, swing low, chariot, swing low. My mother's gone, swing low. She's gone to glory, swing low. The angels took her, swing low, chariot, swing low in the east, swing low in the west, swing low, swing all around you, swing low, chariot, swing low. I got a letter, swing low. It was sent from heaven, swing low. The angels sealed it, swing low, chariot, swing low in the east, swing low in the west, swing low, swing all around you, swing low, chariot, swing low. It was on one Sunday evening, just about the hour of 3, my darling went and left me to sail on the deep blue sea. He promised to write me a letter, he promised to write to me, but I haven't heard from my darling since he sailed on the deep blue sea. Oh, Captain, can you tell me where he may be? Oh, yes, my little maiden, he's drowned in the deep blue sea. My mother's dead and buried, my papa has forsaken me, and I had no one to love me but the sailor on the deep blue sea. Then go tell all my friends and my loved ones, wherever they may be, I'm going to end all my troubles by drowning in the deep blue sea. John Henry was about 3 days old, sitting on his mammy's knee. He picked up a hammer and a little piece of steel. Says the hammer be the death of me. The hammer be the death of me. John Henry was a very small boy, sitting on his daddy's knee. Give one loud and long and lonesome cry. The hammer be the death of me. The hammer be the death of me. John Henry, he said to his shaker one day, Shaker, why don't you pray? For if I miss that old piece of steel, tomorrow be your burying day. Tomorrow be your burying day. John Henry, he said to his shaker one day, Shaker, why don't you sing? You know, they'd knock out the hickory hound and put in a rawhide hound. 3 men drive steel at the same time, and the hammer would come down on the drill just about as fast as my foot is patting, just that rapid. The shaker, why don't you sing? I'm a-throwing 12 pounds from the hips on down. Just listen to the cold steel ring. Just listen to the cold steel ring. John Henry, he said to his captain one day, Lord, a man ain't nothing but a man, but before I'd be governed by that old steam drill, I'd die with the handle in my hand. I'd die with the handle in my hand. John Henry, he had a little woman, and her name was Polly Ann. When John Henry was sick and lying in the bed, Polly drove the steel like a man. Polly drove the steel like a man. John Henry had another woman. He's married about 5 times, he said. Dress all trimmed in blue, and the village word she ever said to him, John Henry, I've been true to you. Honey, I've been good to you. John Henry had another woman. The dress that she wore was red. She went down the road and she never looked back. I was going where my man dropped dead. I was going where my man dropped dead. John Henry had another woman, dress all trimmed in green, and the only little fault she ever found to her, oh, she wanted every man she seen. She wanted every man she seen. John Henry had just one only son. He could sit in the palm of your hand, and the village word heard the poor boy say, don't never be a steel driving man, don't never be a steel driving man. John Henry walked in the tunnel one day. He had his captain by his side, but the rod was so tall, John Henry so small. He laid down his hammer and he cried. He laid down his hammer and he cried. John Henry's captain, he stepped on a rock, said, I believe this mine's a falling in. John Henry turned around and said, that's my hammer falling in the wind. That's my hammer falling in the wind. And they took John Henry to the graveyard, rolled him in the sand. 3 men from the east and a lady from the west came to see that old steel driving man. Came to see that old steel driving man. Never did find out who the lady from the west was.